5 steps of how the Lord financed our property.
All right, let's get into it. First thing, so I'm there bothering you,
yes,
right? But then you get the word from the Lord, say, yes, this is what you must do.
Okay. And then he said, if you want to go to the country, are you looking place, save money. So I started to put something up down towards paying, and we had 10%.
Right.
So we sent off the 10%. But guess what? The man wanted 100% pay down.
But we never know that.
We never know that. And he wanted people with cash.
Right.
He didn't want anybody who was taking loan.
Right.
So the fact that we sent off the 10% even before going and looking at the place, it tricked him. And he said, okay, these are the people to get the land. Hey, but then trouble down the road.
Right. So basically we were looking, so the Lord tell you to save. So that's our advice to you. You can't be looking and you're not saving, putting something away. The Lord not just going to find it out of thin air. Well, he does that sometimes.
Yes.
But that wasn't our story. Let me say that. The Lord instructed us to save, so you started to put something away. Right?
Right. And even though we didn't really want to take loan, but we had to. The
Lord instructed us. We prayed about it and we saw that the only way to finance the property was to take a loan. This family hate loan. So we had a plan. You took the loan in when?
I think I took the loan 2021.
Right. So she was the one that was working a steady job at KPH, and she took the loan. She took 2 loans.
Right. I took one from Sagicor and one from JN.
Right. Right.
So I took the one from Sagicor to pay to make a down payment because, but the man, he still was not pleased because he wanted all the money. But guess what? The title did not come through for the land as yet.
Yes.
So we used that and said, as soon as the title come through, you will get the rest of the money. Yeah. And he was saying the title is sure thing he's going to get the title.
We're not sure about that.
No, because guess what? We didn't have all the money.
Right. We stood out on the title.
Yes.
Behaving like we have the money.
Right. And then by the time the title should come through, we got another loan. And paid it off. Same time. Paid it off.
Timing, I tell you.
And guess what? I left my job. And paid off. At that time now I sold the house in Portmore.
So no, you took the loan in 2021 and by early 2022 you left your work.
Right.
You retired.
Of course. Moving by faith.
So we don't know how we're going to pay this loan now. Well, we knew. We said she took the loan, Shannon and I would pay it. Right? I'm working, I would just pay the loan. We knew that.
Right. And God just...
So you sold the house.
Right, we sold the house.
So we took loan. We're still on the loan. We always knew we wanted to pay off the loan. I was working at the hospital from 2021 to 2022.
Yes.
Right? Early 2021 to the end of 2022. So 2 full years. And that was the same time in 2023 now when they had some retroactive pay to give to us.
Right.
And I just took the money and paid some of the JN loan as well. Paid a lump sum, like half of the JN loan. Right. Or more, a little more than half. And I just put the money there. So you can't be in this and you say, oh, I'm going to get money from Retro.
Right.
I won't care.
Yes, I'm going on vacation.
I'm going to put rims. I'm going to do this. Like, you have to have tunnel vision.
Yes.
What are we trying to do? We're trying to be loan free. So let's do that.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
And we did that. And we are currently loan free now because of that mentality of, we get our money, we are put down on this. We save up our money, we're putting it down on this, right? And that's how our family works well together.
Right.
If we weren't together, my husband and I couldn't have accomplished what we have accomplished as a family together. I know Mommy and Daddy couldn't have accomplished the same thing. You want to say something?
Yeah, you know what I want to say, what I admire with you too, Stasia, as a young person, maybe you could buy a high-end car or just a high-end car, but you take something very minimal because you have a vision.
It's just
and I like that.
Point A to point B.
Right.
I know business. Even one time somebody said to me, you don't want more hospital duties so you can't have a big vehicle. I said, no. I need to be able to spend time with my child, with my family. That is really secondary.
Yes.
It's very important for me to be with my family. So yes, I do it for sustenance.
It's not to show.
No, I don't have no time for that. I don't have a high-end vehicle, but that's not important.
Right.
My vehicle works fine and it's fine. So, we have to see what is important.
What is your priority? Yes.
Say that again.
What is your priority?
Yes.
And you know what that does for me also? It's to sort of graduate me from the city. The fact that I would have the house there, I would have to be going back there to do this and people to do that. And people,
this pop
right. But the fact that it's only when I'm doing business in Kingston I have to go through Portmore, then I go there. And I really like that.
Yeah.
But yes, I prayed and the Lord, I had a piece of land for a long time and we sold it. And it really helped us.
Right.
And the Lord was keeping it back for years for me not to sell it. He hold on to it.
Right.
And then now he said, it is time. So God is awesome. He sees the future. Even before you are there, he know you're going to need it.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's the same thing with the solar.
Right.
This thing was supposed to come through 5 years ago.
Right.
And 5 years later, right on time, 2 weeks after burial, when we're struggling.
And if it wasn't for burial, I would have other plans for that money. Because money always go and you always have plans for money.
It goes anyway.
Right?
Yeah.
But
yeah. Good. So you sold the land. So far, just recapping, right? Mommy started putting money away. She paid down. Then the Lord led us to take loan. Fine. Remember now, all this time, Shane and I are working. So we are working to still sort out the family's expenses because we still have to live. We still have to eat, buy gas, buy food, pay our bills. So we are working and doing that. And they sold their house. She and Daddy, they sold their house, paid the contractor. We know, I forgot this, Sean and I financed the materials.
Okay, yes.
Cement, steel, if you
everything.
Know, you know. Materials, man, it's crazy. I think that was one of the most expensive part of building.
Yes.
Materials. And sometimes the contractor might come back and say, boy, we need more money. So you have to think about those things. We financed the road. So we financed by working while they financed with their retirement, basically.
Right. And we said we want to secure the place. We needed a gate, you know. We don't want everybody to just walk in like that. Your contractor recommended him to you to do something at your office.
He came to my office as a patient,
okay.
And I met him. And I don't know, he's a Seventh-day Adventist, sweet soul, very nice man. So I was just, based on where he lived, I was asking, does he know my contractor? I'm saying, yeah, man, I know your contractor. Then I asked my contractor about him. And he said, oh, you know, this man works good and stuff like that. And he does this, that. He told me he does gates and stuff like that. And I said, okay, he's the person that I'm going to use to do my gate because he came so highly recommended. He's somebody that works all over the island. Sometimes in Ghana, St. Anne, another time he's in a small island. I can't get through to him. So he did some work on my office. And that was what made me know this man works pristinely. There was no dust. He cleaned up afterwards. Even you came down there and said, wow, this man works good. So he did some work at the office. And I said, okay, great. Then now, I said, he's going to do the gate for me. So I wanted the gate down the road. I wanted a simple zinc gate because I thought of economical. Because as I said, I don't have the money. So I brought him to measure the gate down the road. And then I just said, you know, we need a gate for right here. But I wanted to just measure it for me. Just measure right here for me. I don't have any money. Just measure it. We're going to do down the road first, but measure this so you can start. He came, measured down the road, and he came up here and he measured. And he must be lucky or blessed or something. So I said, why? Why would you say that? And he said, because I already have a gate made for this dimension. He said, I already have a gate, right? Now, when he said I already have a gate, I mean by that, he said somebody wanted a gate to be made and they got the gate made and then they made some sort of something there on their fence, adjustment on their fence, and it no longer fits. He said, I've had that gate in my yard for 3 years. When I live here 3 years. So the Lord know the dimension of this place. And he made a gate for us for 3 years. And he said to me, and I said to him, well, I don't want that gate if it doesn't have an ease. Right? Ease up there, mommy, and show them the ease. Literally, the gate has an ease. I don't know if you can see that. We can walk right through there, so, right? You can go and show it to them. Just touch it.
Right here.
Right here, it's an ease. We can walk through. Who could it be but God? And he said to me, when I'm finished with the gate down the road, he told me his price. And he said to me, when I'm finished with the gate down the road, I'm going to take it. Whenever you have the money, you pay me. And that's exactly what he did. He put the gate down the road. And then he come and he put this up here and I paid him when I had the money, which was months later because I never had it. Save it up and pay it. So God has financed this property, has financed different things for us that we cannot even imagine, and we just see him working. And that's how you know you're on God's path. You just see him work for you. Providence. Those things falling into place. To begin, we needed a plan. And we made a plan. We stuck to our plan.
Yes. We didn't divert.
We said we're going to settle our loans, like different things. There are still things that, for example, we make a fence. The fence is too short. The dog is jumping over the fence. We need to up the fence. We don't have the time for that right now. But there are still things that we need to do. In Beryl, I realized, oh my, we never considered a garage. Because we said we're not living in the garage, but our cars were outside and we were fretting for them. Nothing happened to them, thank God. Nothing blew and hit them. But we see that we need a garage. So there are still things.
And even the windows, water comes through the windows. So we think maybe we need some shutters or something like that.
Yeah,
to prevent, right.
Because
so,
to replace windows is too expensive.
So we will always be doing something continually, but we can live with it.
Yeah. Whatever we can live with, we live with. Nothing is going to be perfect. Learn that. It's so not perfect here. The yard is still full of dirt and there's a lot of rubble that we need to clear out and we need to get somebody to concrete. There are a lot of things that we know we need to do.
But what we're happy, we have godliness with contentment, and that is great gain. And we are very happy, we are very thankful, and we are very contented.
Right.
And that's what makes us.
Right. And we are where God wants us to be.
To be aware of new videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the Preparing for the Time of Trouble channel. For more free videos and downloadable audio podcasts, as well as handouts, go to www.preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com. Topic categories include recordings of live seminar presentations, country living, sustainable gardening, homestead remedies, how to be self-sufficient when the grid goes down, wild edible and medicinal plants, hydrotherapy, and end-time Bible prophecies. To take advantage of these free resources, go to preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com.